How we're doing? We're alive, right? Good stuff. It's another day. I would like you to start on your mat, laying down. I'd like you to begin in Shavasana. How's about that for a plan? Find your way down onto your back. Bring your hands down by your side. Just look up at your ceiling. Just maybe tune into any sounds that are going on around you. Get any little fidgets out of the body. I want you to take a deep inhale in through the nose, and I want you to squeeze your fingers into your palms, make a fist, tense every muscle on your body. Inhale. I want you to hold. 2, 3, 4, and exhale, release it, close your eyes. Deep inhale and then sigh it out. Maybe just bringing your left hand onto your heart, your right hand onto your belly. And taking a nice deep inhale. So you feel your hand rise in the belly and feel your belly fall as you exhale. Breathe into the belly, make that hand rise, and exhale, let it fall. I want you to feel your body on your mat, on the ground. Bones heavy. Your muscles and your flesh just melting over your bones. Sinking deeper and deeper into your mat. Maybe just drawing the heels in towards your bits, bring the soles of the feet together. Allow the knees to just fall apart. And I want you to breathe into that heart space, that area right underneath your left hand. And maybe take a moment to acknowledge you deep down in there. I want you to acknowledge a journey that you've been on in the past several weeks. Externally, the journey that's been carrying you along in our collective experience. But more so internally on your own experience, your own journey. You're alive, still. Imagine that. but it's not a given. Many who were alive several weeks ago are not. That's a given, regardless of the circumstances. But you've been on a tremendous journey as a result of circumstances in the collective conscious experience, what's happening in your outside world. The only control you have is how you choose to respond, react, the actions you choose to take for you. So just acknowledge that you've traveled this far. You've been practicing and working on you deep down in there. Not easy. Draw the knees together. Oh, if they'll go. Might take you half an hour, so take your time. Bring your feet onto the ground. Reach the hands above the head. Have a nice yawn if that's what comes out. Oh, and hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. There you go. Rock a little left to right. And let's make some circles with the knees. So your hands on top of the knees. Imagine a clock face on your sacrum, that part right above your bum crack in the lower back. Clock face will go all the way round the numbers. That's when somebody goes, I only have digital. Slowly changing direction. And bringing the feet back onto the ground. Take the feet to the outside edges of your mat. Hands, let's take hands overhead. Hands overhead at 90 degrees. So just opening out the shoulders a little at 90 degrees here. Take a deep inhale and just allow the knees to start windshield wipering slowly, side to side. You follow your breath. Inhale. And exhale. See how slow you can make it. Maybe the head comes over to the opposite side. And if it feels tighter on one side, hang out there for a moment. There's no bloody rush. Right, getting to know your body, getting to know what it needs, and conversely, what it doesn't need. Always in your yoga practice now and any time you practice in the future, you get a choice with what you want your body to do. Good, bring the feet back. Toe heel, the feet hip width apart. Bring the hands down by the sides, palms into the mat, and slowly draw your heels in a little closer to your bum. Good, feel all 10 toes on your mat. Feel all 10 fingers if you got 10 fingers. Slowly draw your belly button in and tilt the tailbone. Really draw that belly button in and hold. Draw in your breath. And exhale, let it go. And again, draw the belly button right down. Tailbone tilts. Tighten all your pelvic muscles, your bathroom muscles, and exhale, release. This time, draw the belly button in, allow that movement to continue. Start to draw the hips up towards the ceiling, vertebrae by vertebrae, lifting up all the way into your bridge. Hold it here. Keep your chin exactly where it is. You don't need to look at your phone. And exhale slowly, slowly release, one at a time, coming back down, contacting your mat. Right, let's lock in the breathing. So inhale, slowly lifting. When you get up to the top, really pressing through the heels, pressing up with the hips. And exhale, slowly lowering down. And again, inhale. Should be feeling nicely chilled and relaxed about now. Good, drawing both knees in towards the chest. One more little squeeze. And then extend the legs long, take a good morning stretch. Good, nice and long, 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 long. Let's take a banana asana. That sounds like a good time to me. Let's walk. That's just wrong on so many levels. Take the left heel out to the side. See if you can cross. See if you can bring your right heel in. Take the arms, overreached arms over to the left as well, right? So you're kind of making a C shape. Now, if you want to go a little, go big or go home, cross that right ankle over the left foot. So see what it feels like without. Okay, so you're making a C shape, opening up this whole right side rib cage. Then if you cross the ankle, that's it, that right hip comes out to play. Now, you kind of, so let's take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, relax. And just let's hang out for a moment or two. It's amazing how, as human beings, we adapt to any situation, right? So you look at the outside collective experience that we are part of, and we've adapted. Now, are we comfortable? Not as comfortable as we may be used to being, but we're still alive. We adapt, and we'll continue adapting according to the circumstances we find ourselves in. Now, if again, we've talked about resistance. What we resist causes suffering. What you fight against what is makes you suffer. So you have to gently ease your relationship with that you're resisting. Slowly release that foot. Bring everything back to center. Deep inhale, deep stretch. Who's enjoying the yoga this morning? This was inspired by my wake up. I just kind of lay there for 30 minutes doing nothing. I thought, wow, let's lie there for an hour doing nothing. No, don't worry, don't turn off. Right heel, take it over. Take the right arms overhead like a banana. See how that, oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, excuse the sound effects. We're in this all together, are we not? Now try to settle. Find a shape where you can settle. So what is your new reality looking like? As you lay here, what are you enjoying about your new reality, your new routine? This almost forced meditation, this enforced slow down, stop, moving, and sit with your life as you have created it. Now with a meditation practice, you're doing that daily. You're stopping, you're sitting in with you deep down in there. Pausing. But after you've had a cup of coffee, it's really hard to sit and pause. And then all the other stuff comes rushing in. So when that's taken away, it's interesting. Good, uncross. Hug your knees in. I was kind of enjoying hanging out there. Oh. Good, extend the legs to the ceiling. Flex, point, rotate the ankles. Hug your knees in and find your way all the way up to seated, cross-legged on your mat. Take a deep inhale, reach your hands up. Clasp your hands, turn your wrists over and lift up through the shoulders, lift up through the spine. Just take it over to one side, other side, all the way up, look up, extend the hands together, reach up. Good, bring them down by the side. And again, inhale, shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, take them back. And again, one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Just extend your legs out for me. I want you to bring your right heel underneath. Cross your left foot on top. All right, you got that? So one leg on top, one leg underneath. Don't worry if you're getting all mixed up. Take the leg that's overhead, that hand behind, left hand behind, extend right hand up and take a little twist out. So you're grabbing your opposite leg. You can draw the leg in with your hand. You can, if you can get your elbow, get your boobs shoved over, your belly out the way, whatever else is stuffed down there out the way. See if you can rotate the body round to the back. You'll feel this in that hip. Try to make sure both sit bones are in contact with the ground. Your hands waggling up here doing nothing. So maybe bring the thumb and forefinger together like an OK. That OK sign, an ancient Hindu mudra, Jnana mudra, wisdom, knowledge. Funny how we've taken a lot of these hand signals, these mudras, and adopted them as our own. They've come from a long, long time ago. Take an inhale, lift up through the spine. Exhale, rotate round a bit more and drop your chin down towards the chest. And relax and just let this rinsing and twisting happen. It's really good for digestion. So if you're ever feeling clogged, blocked, heavy in the belly, maybe it's not just your belly hanging out all over the place. Maybe it's your insides need a little bit of rinsing out. So any of your rotations in yoga will help you. And how's your breathing? Let's come back to that breath. Try and fill your lungs. And release. Just uncross the legs. Come into a wide straddle for me. So take the legs out to the side. Now if you find yourself sitting here and kind of falling back, right? We need to give your pelvis a little help coming forward. So that's when you can sit on a block, shove it underneath your bum, and it lifts your pelvis, your block or your pillow. It'll allow the pelvis to rotate forward a little more. So try that. That's especially because I see people in class kind of here, right? So then you've got the curve in the mid back, but I want the pelvis rotating forward with the hip sockets, okay? So take an inhale and exhale, just walk your fingers forward. So find your sticking point, take an inhale, lift up. And exhale, draw the body forward for me. Chin comes into chest. And if you like, you can turn the palms up to face up. And maybe make the peace sign with your fingers. This mudra for victory. It also means something else in England, which you don't understand in America. It's a bit rude. But the Scots used to use it as a hand gesture when they were drawing their bows and arrows. They used to go like that to the English over the border. I think they did it in World War I too, I don't know. So that's become ubiquitous with England. But it's an ancient Hindu mudra. Victory, strength. Relax the head. Slowly rise. Take a breath. Good. This time, left leg, draw it in and cross the right foot over the top. So that bottom foot, maybe wiggle it out so you can get that bum cheek onto the ground. So I'm super tight in this hip. So like I'm falling over to one side. So I'm gonna encourage that hip to ground into the floor. But it is what it is, right? Doesn't mean I'm crap at yoga. I mean, I might be crap at yoga, but do I care? No. Take an inhale. Duh. Take your right hand behind the back. Take your left hand into the air so you're lifting up through the spine. So really root that sit bone down, take the gaze up, get an extension, and then rotate it round. So you can either use the hand to draw the knee in, belly, shove it out the way, knockers, get them where they need to go, all your other bits. So you find your shape, inhale, lengthen, Exhale, rotate a bit more. Maybe the knee can get round. Maybe you want to make that okay sign and get some more knowledge in your life. I'll take all the knowledge I can get. And breathe. Try and get a little bit more space in the spine. So maybe lift up again, inhale, rotate round a little more, and then settle. Once you settle, you relax all the muscles and just let the connective tissue kick in. Relax your toes. I think we've all had to see and look closely at our choices in life, both positive and negative, right? Your life is a result of your creation. What you have journeyed towards, your thoughts have directed your life. You have created the life you're currently living. So you may be feeling really, really happy with your choices, really blessed with a lot of your choices, and maybe some are a little uncomfortable. But guess what? You can't run away from them now, right? You get to have a look. And as you have created with your thoughts, you get to flow into your next day with new thoughts. If you wish to go big or go home, right? So each day a new opportunity for new thoughts, for new energy to flow into your life. Just taking action, small actions. Then surrender, let the universe take care of it, let it happen. You don't get to control how it comes out. Just let it happen. And release, nice and slow. I think I'm stuck. Oy, no, I'm not. All right, let's take the legs behind us. Come on to all fours for me. Take the knees hip width apart, take the palms underneath the shoulders, a few cat-cows. So drop the belly, tilt the tailbone, look up. Exhale, push your mat away, curl your belly into the spine. Good, and again. Exhale, nice, just follow your breath for me. Good, coming into neutral spine. Just walking the hands forward. Take a few hip rolls for me, a few giant hip rolls. Inhale forward. Exhale, take it back towards your heels. Why did everything just crack in my body there? Inhale, because it needed to. Exhale. Inhale. Oi, God, a bit stiff today. Take it round to the other side. Inhaling as you come forward. Exhaling as you press back. Good, coming back to neutral. Curling the toes under, taking the hips back and finding your way into your downward facing dog. Just paddle your heels out for me. Press back with one heel. Inhale, come onto your toes. Exhale, press the other heel back. And again. Really spreading the fingers. I want you to roll the weight into the thumb pad and the first finger. That's it. Almost clawing your mat. Almost gripping it with your fingers. Good. Come high on the toes. Bend the knees deep. Belly back towards the thighs and try to look toward your belly button. Release the head. Maybe shake it left and right. Inhale. Draw heels back towards the ground. As you exhale, press back. Good. Inhale. Walk the toes together. Lift up your right leg to the sky. Press back with the hands, a three-legged dog. Draw the heel down towards the mat. On your inhale, draw it forward towards the nose, shoulder over wrists. Suck it in. Good. Exhale, kick it high. Inhale, draw it forward to the right elbow. Oh, I wish you could hear all the clicks. Inhale, kick it high. Exhale, draw it over to the opposite elbow. Kick it high and draw that foot all the way through in between the hands. Drop down to the back knee. Bring the hands to the inside of your foot. Toe heel the toes to the outside edge of your mat. And you can release your back toes. And just draw the body forward into your lizard shape. Maybe taking that right hand, place it into the inside of the right knee. You can just maybe come onto the knife edge of your foot. Take your gaze over the shoulder. Just opening out that hip. Make sure this left hand is right underneath the shoulder. Mine was a little far forward. Good. Release that knee. You can bring both hands back down. Drop the chin if you'd like to. Come down onto your elbows. Take it deeper. You're very welcome. Loosen the head, no tension in the back of the neck. And breathe. Forgot about that. If the elbows are uncomfortable, come back up onto the hands. Toe heel that foot back to the middle of your mat. Curl the back toe under, and on an inhale, if you'd like, you can lift that right hand to the sky and open up. You could float that bottom knee off the ground if you like. Take the hand all the way to the back, gaze over your shoulder at your thumb. Maybe coming onto the knife edge of that front foot. Continue that hand all the way round. Inhale. I'm going to drop down to my knee because I'm tired. Exhale all the way round. Inhale. Exhale. Draw the hand down, walk the foot back to the middle. Good. Lift up onto the back toe. Walk that back foot in about 2 feet. You're trying to straighten the front leg to your degree. A little micro bend there. Into pyramid pose, you'll take an inhale, gaze forward. You're on your front fingertips. And exhale, fold in, head comes down towards your knee. Now think about drawing that front leg, that front hip back. Draw the belly button into the spine. Draw the body deeper in and back into that back foot. And breathe. Slowly transfer the weight into the front foot. Plant your hands flat onto the ground and see if you can lift that back leg up into the air for a little balance. Standing split. Look down at your knee. If you want to come onto your fingertips, totally up to you. Slowly draw the feet together. Bend the knees very deep for me. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins, look out, flat spine. Draw the shoulders back, tailbone, crown of the head reaching in opposite directions. Exhale, fold it in. And again, inhale, look out, lengthen. Good, bring the palms down, step the left foot back, plant the back heel into the ground. Draw the weight forward and lift the hands high above the head. Dip into that front knee and reach up with the hands. Draw the hips down towards your mat. Relax your shoulders. Take the gaze up to the fingers. It's your warrior one. Exhale, take the hands behind the back, clasp them for me. Draw the hands down beneath the tailbone, open out the heart, the chest. Get those hands down underneath your bum. Draw the shoulders together. Take the gaze up, dip into that front leg. It's a little back bend. And exhale, draw the body down to the inside of that front thigh. The gaze comes to the belly button. The hands lift off the back. Really squeeze the shoulder blades together. Draw the belly button into the spine. Slowly rise, straighten that front leg, release the hands overhead, palms come together. Take hold of that front wrist and draw it towards the back of the mat. Releasing this whole right side of the body, take the gaze up to the sky. Good, open out to the side of your mat. Bring the feet parallel with the outside edges. So toes facing forward. Good, take an inhale, a back bend. And then exhale, just draw the body forward into a forward fold. Hands can slide down the shins, down to the ankles. Draw the body through. Take an inhale, press into your shins. Try to flatten. Press your hips back. And exhale, draw in a little deeper, crown of head towards the ground. Do as best as you can in this forward fold. Maybe taking the hands over to the right shin and drawing the body over towards that right. Getting a little bit of a release in the traps in the area right beneath your armpit, down into the sides, and slowly other side. Walk the hands over. Take your right hand onto your left shin and draw the body forward. And release. Walk the hands all the way around to the front of your mat. Good. Step the feet together. Bend the knees deep. And lift the hands above the head into chair pose. Lift up all 10 toes. And exhale, fold in. Halfway lift. And step back with the right foot. Good, drop down to the knee, toe heel, that left foot to the outside edge of your mat. And just draw the body forward. You can release the back toe and breathe. Just bring the hands underneath your shoulders. Take your gaze down to the floor. Deep breath in. And just let gravity do their job of giving you a nice deep release in that hip flexor. Maybe taking that left hand onto that knee and pressing that knee out to the side a little more. Maybe you can come onto the knife edge of that front foot. Take the gaze over the shoulder. So you're getting into this left hip as well as the other hip flexor down the front of the thigh. Good. Maybe releasing that knee and going a little deeper into your lizard shape. Drawing the elbows down if that's available, if you have your block. It's always good to block a pillow to shorten that distance to the ground, or just stay here on the fingers, on the palms of the hands, drop your chin. Wherever you are today is absolutely fine, because guess what? That's where you are. It is what it is. Relax your toes. Slowly toe heel that front foot in towards the middle of your mat again. And that left hand can reach and open out, rotate open. Maybe you curl the back toes under, lift the knee, give it a break, reach up. And then draw that hand to the back, gaze at that back thumb. Take an inhale and draw the hand forward. Let's take 3 circles, inhale. You can always drop to the back knee if your wrist is getting tired. Get some oil in the shoulders here. Draw the hand down into the either side of that front foot. Lift the back knee and step in that back leg a little more elegantly than I did. A bit more gentle. Framing the front foot with the fingertips or the palms. You can have a soft micro bend in that front leg. Take an inhale, look out, lengthen. Exhale, draw the body in over that front leg. Now, think about drawing that front hip back. Draw the belly button into the spine. Pyramid pose. Parsvottanasana. And try to, now wherever you're holding on, soften. When I softened there, suddenly my hamstring, all the connective tissue in the hamstring suddenly kicked in. But when I was fighting it, just felt like an awkward shape. Good. Gaze at your big toe. Soften that front leg. See if you can draw that back leg up to the sky into a standing split. Relax your head. Oh, another thunk. You had to have heard that through the microphone. It was deep. Good. Soften the knees. Bring the feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step that right leg back, seal the heel down to the ground, draw the weight over the front leg, and on an inhale, come on up. Take your time. Draw the body forward into that front knee. Pelvis, drawing down towards the ground. Relax the shoulders. Breathe. Drawing the hands behind the back, clasp the fingers the other way, the way that doesn't feel very cool. Do things differently sometimes. Take an inhale, draw the shoulders back and down, the spine, look up. Opening the heart, opening all the stiff shoulders. And exhale, draw the body to the inside of that front leg. Humble warrior, come all the way to the inside. Chin comes to chest, lift those hands off. Think about that front thigh, drawing it up to the sky. Activates the psoas, a deep, deep muscle that runs down under the hip flexor, underneath the abs. There's all kinds of stuff working that you wouldn't even know. That's a magic of yoga. On an inhale, press through that front leg, come all the way up. Straighten that leg, release the hands above the head, drawing that left wrist towards the back of your mat. Like a bow and arrow, sky archer. Breathe. Inhale, open out, 5-star. Rotate both toes around. Squeeze your bum, squeeze your shoulders. And exhale, fold forward, crown of head to floor. And there's the butt shot. There we go. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Shake your head side to side. On your next inhale, just fingertip your fingers over to your left foot. Bending deep, deep, deep. Straightening your right leg. Maybe flexing the toe and opening out to Skandasana. A nice deep, deep side lunge. Plant the foot, take an inhale, other side, transferring the weight to the back foot. Front toes rotate open externally towards the roof. One more time each side. Draw the body down, externally rotate that toe, that leg. All the way to the back. Good. all the way back through center, framing that front foot. Take an inhale and step both feet together. Bend the knees, sink the hips, come on up to chair pose. And exhale, slowly lower down the hips to the heels. Bring your hands onto your knees and slowly lower down and roll onto your back. There you go. That was a bit fun, right? Or am I the only 5-year-old in the room? Oh, hug your knees in, extend the legs high to the sky. Point, flex the toes, rotate your ankles. Take a deep inhale and draw the knees down. Come into happy baby. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Draw the knees in towards the armpits. And you can rock side to side, or you can just hang out here and let everything go. Well, you can actually. You're in your own house. You can basically let everything go. In a yoga class, a little problematic, but not really. It is what it is. It's a nice old saying to live by. Any other shapes your body feels like making? Any other shapes have a little feel, maybe a spinal twist, hands coming out to the side like airplane wings. I'm feeling like a little twist, taking the left hand on top of the right knee and extending the other hand overhead. That feels good to me. You take whatever version of a spinal twist feels good for you. Take a few breaths and a few more and a few more after that. Slowly releasing, same shape on the other side. Draw the knees up, bottom hand can secure the knees, top hand, reach it overhead and turn your head into the armpit. Close your eyes. Slowly release. Hug your knees in towards your chest. And make your way into your final resting shape, just as we began. Palms facing up. Deep inhale, deep exhale, and take your rest. Take a soft inhale for me. Soft exhale. Maybe a nice stretch, reaching the hands above your head, pointing your toes. Hug your knees into your chest and find your way onto your left side today. Just encouraging energy, yang energy now to return to the body. Press yourself up, cross-legged, seated position, drawing the palms in front, just to seal in our practice today. Take a deep inhale and a soft sigh out. And again, deep inhale, soft sigh out. Good. May this day bring us peace in ourselves. That peace that we gather and garnish and grow in ourselves. Let that spread out, that energy, spread out and affect the collective. Right? A little bit more peace in the outside world. Namaste. All right. Beautiful. Good stuff. Hope you enjoyed that. That's my little boy. Bodhi, do you want to wake up? Look, he's in denial, like all of us. Bodhi, hey, do you want to wake up? Yeah, you want to wake up? That's my boy. Is it time? Yeah, is it time? Look at that. That's my boy.